Hey everyone, my name's Patrick, and for those of you who don't know me, me and my wife left our 26 plus year careers in education to semi-retire. I now run Happy Acres Campground in Angola, Indiana, which is a seasonal park. We're open 7 months out of the year, which means my wife and I are headed to Texas for our first ever winter. We sold our house in Indiana back in February, and we are living in our RV. Now, I had not planned to actually vlog this drive down because I just assumed it would be, you know, an easy drive, no issues, boring, and nothing any of you would want to see. And so, you know, one trip that I don't make a video of, there's actually something to see. So we're going to kind of jump in on this video right to where the issues start. So there's no fancy driving scenes, no like, hey, let's pack up and go. We're going right into what's been happening on this trip.
All right, babe, what's going on?
Well, we had stopped just a few minutes ago for fuel. Everything was fine, and then we got out on the highway and we started losing pressure. It was down, according to TPMS, it was down to like 8 PSI.
It was dropping fast,
yeah, luckily we were by another exit. I pulled in. We've taken the spare down, which is not an actual Goodyear. I say this to all manufacturers: don't put crappy tires for your spare when people are traveling. Lance, thank you. When we had our Lance, the spare was an actual rim with an actual Goodyear Endurance. So now I got to try to figure out, I don't know what this spare is. It's some off-brand. And now we got to try to find some place to get a new one because I don't trust the spare. So anyway, I want to try putting pressure in this because I see no reason for it to have gone flat.
Can't feel anything, can you?
Might be the valve stem.
The valve stem?
Yeah, I think that's it.
You think it's the valve stem?
So,
Okay. I can hear it when you push on it. Can you hear it?
I don't hear it now. I think it's just the air going in.
I don't know. Need someone to look at it, I guess. So, what are you gonna do now with it, hun?
I was going to throw it into the bed of the truck for now. It's our spare until we get to the shop. I don't know that it's any good.
We tried to feel a leak. Not really feeling it, but it was leaking somewhere, somehow. So we just got to get it to a shop next. So we've got the spare on, and unfortunately it's not a Goodyear Endurance, and it doesn't have the feel, not like Lance did. So, but Patrick's checked all the lug nuts, and we used our levelers there to help raise it up, so hopefully it'll get us going here. Figure out what's going on with the good tire. Alright, since the last little video there where we changed the tire that was losing air rapidly for some reason, we went a little distance and we went to the next Love's, where they have a speed code that works on maintenance for your trucks and so forth. So right now Patrick has taken the Goodyear tire that was losing air out of the back of the truck and taken it in for them to look at, and now he's rolling it back. So hopefully they were able to figure out why it was leaking, because we're a little just iffy about having the spare tire on. It's fine, but we're not sure if it's the best brand that Alliance could have put on there as a spare tire. So we'll see. He's back there now putting it into the bed of the truck, and we'll find out here what we got to do. Okay.
It's the next morning.
Yep, and what happened this morning?
Got up at Cracker Barrel, getting ready to pull out, heard something spraying, and it was another tire valve stem.
Yeah.
We're at a Walmart. They repaired one, and I've been struggling to, they won't actually take them off here, which I understand. It's a liability thing.
Yep.
Fortunately, it's Sunday, so
all the discount tire is closed. There's even like another tire place right across the street.
Sunday.
And it's Sunday. But yeah, it sounded like a water spray.
Yeah, I was praying that's what it was the sprinkler system.
Yeah, we thought it was a sprinkler system. That's how loud it was. And we were looking around, and then the tire minder was going crazy inside the truck, and yep.
So we're gonna get this off. I'll take this one over. I think we're just gonna, for now, run with the spare on, knowing that we have the other one fixed, because I've had such a struggle getting this one.
This was a hard one to get off.
I don't know why this one is so harder to get jacked up. And then hopefully we can just go slow today, get to New Braunfels.
And then deal with this tomorrow.
Yeah, and then we'll go to a discount tire.
And get them
all replaced and find out what the deal is.
Even get a good spare and all that
maybe
jazz.
Just change tires, I don't know.
Who knows? It's crazy because we went all the way to Florida, back up to Louisville, back in Indiana, and then all of a sudden almost to our destination, and bammo. So there we go. In order to get this one off today, we had to unhitch the truck because we just couldn't get the tire off of the asphalt to get it removed. And Patrick was working so hard trying to figure it out, and we had to use some orange blocks. I know this may not be the best way, but this is what we had. Our little jack wasn't cutting it. We debated about getting going and buying a jack. So, but hopefully this will be okay. I'm sure Safety Sally's are having a panic, but this is what we had. So what'd you find out in your little research?
Well, I just quickly did a quick search about, can these external TPMS valve things cause problems? And it says yes, if you have rubber valve stems, the weight of these, and if you have excessive bouncing, can cause it to, affect your valve stem. So I'm pulling them. The other two, I moved the valve stems. I don't hear any leaking, but I'm not going to take a chance. We're 6 hours from where we're going. And then I got to do some research to see if you're not supposed to use them on a rubber valve stem, what's my options? So here we think we're protecting ourselves, but it's possible this is actually what caused the issue. So. And if the tires haven't been challenging enough, this just happened. Probably doesn't look too bad, but there's gapping there. Let's see, it's gonna be hard to see. So basically what happened is I'm running at about the bare minimum, and I just had to come in over here to this Buc-ee's, and there was a big dip, but there was so much traffic I had no choice. And apparently we dipped, and when I turn, it's pushed up. I'm not too worried. I don't think there's anything critical up under here. We'll just have to, probably some Eternabond tape should cover it up. But the plan, here's the thing. I was running a notch higher all the way to Florida. We got to Florida, I lowered it just because it seemed like the trailer was a little high. And it pulled fine coming home, but there were a few times where I just felt like it was too close. I tried to change it before we left for Texas, but I got a bolt on the hitch that seems to be stripped and couldn't get the nut off, so I just got it back on so we could get going. So once we get to our destination, before we travel again, we'd have to get that off, probably cut it off, get a new bolt, raise that hitch. It's not one thing, it's something else, I guess. All right, it's the next day. We made it to our site, no other issues, but I wanted to show you here. You can see where the trailer caught right here on this rail. And so ultimately what we're gonna have to do is I'm going to raise this hitch back up. The problem, like I said, was this bolt right here. You can see I couldn't even get it tight. I couldn't get the nut off of this bolt. It's probably cross-threaded. So before we travel again, we're going to do this, and we're going to raise this back up, and that'll should give me better clearance. It's just not worth it. We had, I don't know, probably 2,500 miles, maybe over 3,000 miles with no issues. But again, it only takes one big dip, and then that's what you end up with. So, and as I look at it this morning, it's not as bad, you know, things are never as bad the day after. But you can see it did kind of bend. I don't know if this is showing up. So I'm gonna just try re-screwing this in, and then I'm gonna seal it up real good just for the winter. And then Myron will take care of this when we get back to Indiana, I'm sure. Make it look like brand new. Now, I did do some research last night on YouTube. I don't know how in 20 years of RVing, I did not know that these rubber valve stems are not good if you're running the TPMS where you screw it on. We ran our tire minder for 4 years, no issues, never had a tire issue. I just switched for this trailer, for this trip, to the Haloview rear view camera with the built-in TPMS. So I don't know if their sensors maybe are a little heavier or not, but at least I know. If you hadn't heard about this, I'm hoping this video helps you. So what I'm gonna do is end up going and getting metal tire valve stems put in. They say that'll take care of the issue, and shouldn't be that expensive. So before we travel again, I will get that taken care of. So just glad that we finally made it here to Texas. For those of you that don't know, we're in New Braunfels, Texas. We're here at Canopy RV Resort. I'm sure I'll be putting out a video touring in the park. And no, they didn't pay us to come here. They're not giving us a free stay. I just booked the site like everybody else, and we'll bring it to you. We think it's going to be a great home for this winter before we head back north to open a Happy Acres up at the end of April. That's a long time away, and we've got a lot of adventures together. All right, again, this is never meant to be a vlog video. It just, things happen, and we decided we should document them for you, and hopefully they help you out. Until next time, everybody, we'll see you on down the road from Texas.
Travels with Delaney. We'll see you on down the road.